Welcome to OZChris vs. DC Comics for week 5 of July, here with reviews of Batman Last Night on Earth Book 2 and The Batman Who Laughs number 7. So, starting off with Last Night on Earth, written by Scott Snyder, art by Greg Capullo, coloring by FCO Placencia, and the cover by Capullo and Placencia. So, part 5, Who's There? Batman and Joker wake up to a speedfall storm approaching them very quickly, and the speedfall storm is actually just 4 speedsters merged together wanting to escape. So Barry, Wally, Bart, and Jay are part of the speedfall storm, which will, if you get close enough to the speedfall storm, you age drastically and then end up dying. So Batman and Joker are able to escape, and as they're heading towards their next location, they're seeing, and we are also seeing as the readers, this world as it is now. So Fort Waller, which is powered by the Nuclear Man, and also the various avatars of the red and the green. So the ones similar to Swamp Thing and Animal Man and all that, holding off against I assume to be the dead. There's a the dead had a parliament as well. It's what Anton Arcane was a part of, but holding off against them. And while this is going on, Alfred is approached by Bane and Scarecrow, who are working for Omega, this mysterious villain, and Alfred knows who it is. I'm very certain I also know who it is. I think I have a good idea who it's going to be, but Batman and Joker arrive at the Plains of Solitude, not to be confused with the Fortress of Solitude, where they are attacked by rockets similar to the rockets that brought Superman as a baby to Earth, and they are rescued by a bearded Superman, which leads into part 6, where Batman discovers that's not actually Superman. It's a Superman created by Luthor. Luthor is creating Superman, and all these rockets resembling the rocket that brought Superman to Earth are actually Luthor's attempts to bring the real Superman back, because he reveals that after he gave the offer to everyone, going back and forth between the two in debates and arguments about what to do, Superman was killed by Kryptonian spikes that I believe Luthor put into the ground. But after the offer went down, all the villains turned on him. So he's made a huge mistake, and he's trying to fix it, and he thinks bringing back the actual Superman will help. But then they are attacked by Bane and Scarecrow, who with Omega's help have taken control of the various Superman clones. But they are saved at the last moment by Wonder Woman, who takes Batman and Joker home to Bruce's home. So we'll leave it there. Story, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. The plot's progressing really well. We're learning more and more about this world, how it kind of all went down to an extent, a bit, yeah. But this was really interesting. This was really good as well. So 4 out of 5 for that. The art and the coloring, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5 for that as well. Really good art, really good coloring. The cover, I'm going to give 3.5 out of 5. I like the art on it and the coloring, but it's a very plain cover compared to the book 1's cover, which was, despite the fact it didn't have a lot going on it, it fit the tone of the book. But this one is just Bane and Scarecrow and then a black background. It's bland. It's kind of bland. Good art wasted on just a black background. But moving on to The Batman Who Laughs number 7, the finale to the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, written by Scott Snyder, art by Jock, coloring by Dave Barron, and the cover I got, the cover B, the variant, by David Finch and Tamao Mori. So, closer and closer, right on the edge, Batman has almost become another Batman Who Laughs, and he is needed for the Batman Who Laughs final plan. But in order for that to happen, BWL has to kill Batman once he reaches that point that he has become like him. And then while This is also going on. The Grim Knight. The Grim Knight has attacked Jim Gordon and has gotten James Gordon Jr. onto his side, but this all turns out to be a ploy. The Grim Knight tries to infect Jim, while Batman reveals he's not that close to the edge yet. He was faking it the entire time and set up a trap alongside with Alfred to take down the Batman Who Laughs in order just to imprison him, while Jim and James Gordon Jr. deal with the Grim Knight. So that's the story there. Story, I'll give this a 3.5 out of 5, above average. It was okay. It was a nice simple end. Well, we knew that the Batman Who Laughed wasn't going to die. He's going to be in the Batman Superman series. This kind of leads up to it with the what happens in the end, the epilogue, to an extent. The art and the coloring, 3 out of 5, kind of average. The variant cover, I got 4.5 out of 5. I knew I definitely had to get this cover. This is a great looking cover. So that was it for the Batman Who Laughed. So overall with the series, it was okay. Did it need to exist? Not really. Yeah, it really didn't need to exist. The Grim Knight was kind of useless. Didn't particularly amount to much in the series. You could have taken the Grim Knight out of this and it wouldn't have changed. Really, honestly, wouldn't have changed anything. But it was an okay series. Good in theory. Wasn't executed as well as they wanted to intend to with it, but yeah, it was an average series overall. So that is it for those 2 DC comic Batman title reviews. Thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that, and I will see you all next time.